Welcome back, you guys, or should I say, ahoy! It's canon event, One Piece chapter 1176, and boy am I excited because we're digging into a full color cover spread, and my boy Franky is in full dominant display, super amazing pose in the BF37 shirt, my favorite shirt that I own. Shout out my homies at animeape.com, link down below, check it out. Okay, the flippity floppity fact of the matter is that they had to give Franky the BF37 shirt for this. It is his best drip. Then we've got Usopp, and he is in his Explorer drip. I mean, really, it's kind of the classical gear all around. Nami and Robin are the exception because they do like to be wearing different shit. Nami has a jersey that says sexy on it, and it looks like it has a number greater than 1 on it. Sanji, of course, is back to his classical cook's garb. Brook in the back is wearing, I mean, the classic drip. Tony Chopper takes it all the way back to the Sabaody arc, and really, I think this is what we met almost everybody in at Sabaody. Besides, you know, the 3 on this side were wearing different shit. And I don't know why we couldn't get to see Nami in her classic, you know, blue and white bikini situation. That would be pretty sick. I don't actually remember what Robin was wearing at Sabaody. Huh. Anyways, this is gorgeous, and I'm just really happy to see it. And oh my god, look at all the treasure that they've accrued. There is someone's skull in the treasure, and I don't know if this has any significance to the community. Zoro is flying. First of all, Zoro's just flying. He doesn't need to walk anymore. Well, Luffy obviously has, and Sanji, they're taking a big, you know, stride together like humans. And Zoro, the god that he is obviously just flying. Nami and Robin are riding on the cart that Sanji is pulling like a human, and Zoro is flying, and so is Chopper. And I don't know how Brook is moving through this situation. Franky seems to be jumping. Usopp is riding on Franky, or he's about to give Franky the gnarliest teabag of life. And Jinbei very reasonably is riding on the boat, which is where everybody's supposed to be. The boat is sailing on a sea of gold. Is this Oda finally like flexing? Like, yo, I got the highest grossing manga of all time. Because that could also, we just hit 600 million. If you did not see, Oda actually hid the One Piece at the bottom of the sea, and they immediately within a day, internet super sleuths dissected that it's in the bottom of either like
何も YouTube videos ではない Canon Events 音楽そのチャンネルはもっともっとないではないか
and like someone's gonna find the One Piece, dude. Like and if I was to find the One Piece, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna go diving 600 meters deep, but if I was to find the One Piece, I would guard it with my life and never crack that bitch open until like the last day, and then like I would have it there while I read the last chapter, and on that last page, like as I go and look towards that last panel, the lid's coming open. And I'm gonna compare and contrast. Oh wow, that would be the dream. But anyways, all that aside, this is an amazing cover, and I'm really happy to see it. Let's dig right in. Oh, we're starting with a Franky line. Ow! It's one hell of a party over there. That's my boy, dude. That's my boy. What are you doing, Lilith? Isn't Vegapunk in that box? It's a good thing I unloaded it near the school. These are Omni-Drain converters, ODCs for short. I'm fairly certain hover tech should be feasible on Elbaf. Come again? Says Jewelry Bonnie. Don't you feel it? Over here, back there, this place is teeming with energy. It's all around us. Have you never tried harnessing anything stronger than cola to power yourself? Is it happening? Are we finally getting a Franky power-up after all these years? Huh? Whoa, the flames have grown so much! This is a nightmare! The world really might be ending today! Did you see that thing? That dragon so big it even dwarfs Kaido! Then again, wasn't Luffy on its back? Does that mean it's on our side? That dummy's always pulling some reckless stunt. You ready, Zeus? Yeah, I'm good, Nami. I feel like Jinbei's lower body is like, his legs are just like mad skinny. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, if Jinbei wasn't always wearing a skirt, would he just, does Jinbei do leg day? Have we ever seen Jinbei's legs? Like, can we get a reveal? Oda, can we see Jinbei's like skinny ass legs? Let's hurry. This will still be tricky, but at least we don't have to worry about the kids anymore. Saul! Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. I got no business lying around here at a time like this. Are you okay? Ha ha! My boy is not a doctor. He's not. He's like, I could fillet you real good though. Here we go. Come on, Zeus. This is urgent. What you gonna do? We've got to put out the fires at the school and the library. Leave it to me, Nami. I saved up plenty of water just like you asked. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. He's so big, dude. He's so big. They say that size doesn't matter, but Zeus has proven once again that sometimes size really matters, because when you get really big and hold up and just so full, you're ready to burst. Oh my goodness. That's our perfect Nami-san. She's ready for anything. My boy got a feat with his feet last chapter, and they're just like, nah, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Pouring rain. Tempo. I could have seen that coming. Please let this work, Nami. Zeus. Is that rain? Go away! Hey, this wasn't part of the deal. Who said you could put out the fire? Yeah, you monster! Watch out! Oh. Ah, a monster! Watch out, Zeus! Our terms were clear. You were meant to forsake all the world history crap. Oh. That's not good. Yeah, Nami! Zeus! Is that a snake? No, it's a lindworm. What I find most scary? A lindworm. Zeus? He was our last hope to put out the flames. Who is that guy? Did we just have a casualty? Did Zeus just die? He must be one of the three demons. The ODCs are engaging. Huh? Boing, boing. Thermal energy absorption. Zzz. Crackle, crackle. Crackle, crackle. Is it freezing everything? No way. Everything's actually freezing. What is that thing? And you can see that it's converting it to electricity inside. That's super interesting. The flames are out. What the? Everything's frozen. What happened? It seems like they did it. The fires in the school and library have all been extinguished. Even calamities are ultimately just clumps of energy. Ka-chink! No way. Franky, take this for a whirl. Hold up! This bottle looks like it's gonna burst! Yep, I call it Super Vega Cola. Your internal structure is truly magnificently designed. You're at least on par with the Pacifista, but I was shocked to learn. It's happening! It's fucking happening! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Oh, yes! I love you, Oda! I love you so much! Your internal structure is truly magnificently designed. You're at least on par with the pacifista, but I was shocked to learn you managed to run yourself on plain old cola. Listen good now. Your fuel is your passion. When you use this stuff, your power will explode. Ka-shing! Oh, dude, please. Oh, thank God he's alive. Oh, thank God he's alive. This chapter is too much. Whoa, it's so dark. Nami, save me. Zeus, I'm coming. Oh, and there's literally just a god in the sky. Like, yeah, don't worry about that though. Saul, can you make it to the library? Hey, of course I can. Oh, I shit myself. Robin, you must be worried sick. All that history was left to us by O'Hara. Devour the library, Dream Demon. Don't give them even the faintest glimmer of hope. Roar. Oh, he took off his mask fully. A new world can only be born by severing things like history. Bro is actually a lot more evil than we thought. Some people were like, oh, what if he's good? Nah. Nami, leave Zeus to me. He'll cough him right up after a strike from my fist. Okay, that's reasonable. Like, I can see that. No doubt there. Whoa, is that a fish, man? They really are the most repulsive race in the world. If anyone's going to gag, it will be me. Good thing I brought a mask to gag him, to throw up in. Wait, I want to see him put the cola in. I want to see him put the cola in. I want to see him inject the cola into his stomach hole. Bro, hold up. Okay, we're not ready. All that elitist attitude and gross ideology. It's typical for a celestial dragon. You must be out of touch if you don't even recognize a former warlord like Jinbei. Now, how are you gonna pay for insulting a member of our crew? How about I kick a hole in that precious mask of yours? Okay, cut. Super! My jumping power is unreal! All my muscles are raring to go. With this boost, any monster that crosses me is gonna be crying for mercy in just one hit. So basically Vegapunk said, Franky, you don't need a power up. Your body is already like literal perfection. I could have done no better myself. Why are you using Coca-Cola to power your body? Let me give you nuclear fuel. It's Nuka-Cola. It's Nuka-Cola, and this is a Fallout reference. Wow, hold up. Super strong. Hold up. Ooh, that's crazy right now. Look how he's like hanging his head low. Like he's definitely using like a heavy hitter boxer style. Fishman karate technique. Ifrit zombie. The dragon, dream dragon, is like, eh? And so, oh my god, dude. What is this gonna be? He's spinning so fast. He's spinning like a literal Tasmanian devil. Look at the power of Dexter now. Wow. So this is strong right in Japanese. They call it Dexter. I'm gonna say it like Franky says it in English, but he says super strong right, bam, and he just fucking straight up heavy hitter, one shot Kimbo slice strike, dude. Wow, look at the uppercut from Jinbei. Vagabond drill from Jinbei. Diable jambe concusse. Does that mean concuss? So Franky has fully beheaded this thing. Vagabond drill should force Zeus up from the guts. And then Sanji has taken out Killingham. That shot definitely has to take out Killingham. I mean, look at his head. I don't know, and we don't know if Killingham has the same immortality seal. Like, he might actually be dead, just one-shotted by Sanji, which would be a great feat with his feet. But we cut away. We're back to West Village. Oh my god. Demonic giant warrior pirates Dory and Brogy are still in play here. Versus the warriors of West Village, which include Zoro, Stansen, Hajrudin, and Jarul is still counted as a warrior. I mean, he was the strongest on the sea in his heyday. So, let's take our time here. They are regenerating. We were all worried about that. They are regenerating. I don't like that. So they are regenerating, and I'm honestly like, we were worried about this, but I'm not surprised. Emu's Domi Reversi has created probably projections of their demonic selves while their original selves are trapped in the Reversi world. That's what I'm calling, and that's what I've been thinking, is we saw him get flipped. There is some upside down, and then there's the right side up, and they got flipped. So you can imagine, and I have imagined, that like the original giant warrior pirates or new giant warrior pirates are in this Reversi world while their demonic enhanced selves have come up. So anyways, crack. With their regeneration, we could keep cutting them down for over and over for eternity. And every one of them is a familiar face. Just seeing them get hurt pains us too. That's true. What the hell can we do to stop this? Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's a tremendous offense that they've mounted. Interesting. Nah! Captain Dory! Captain Brogy! Dory, are you still in there? Who? I'm barely hanging on, Brogy. We're in utter disgrace. How could we allow such mindless insults against an esteemed elder like Jarul to cross our lips? Taking his head would stain our honor for generations. Right, it should never have come to this. We're in agreement. Of course we are. We'll never yield to those demons. A whole century of duels. We had a grand time of it together, didn't we? We are warriors of Elbaf. Oh, fuck. I called it. How did they do that? We are warriors of Elbaf. There's nothing left for us but to die with pride. What? Look at the smile on. No, dude. Chiefs! Dory! Brogy! Zoro this is the most emotional I've seen Zoro in a long time. And that should show you each and every member of the original Straw Hat crew loves Dory and Brogy, okay? Loves Dory and Brogy. These are formative alliances, friendships that the Straw Hats made on Little Garden. Look at the emotion on everyone's face. Captain Dory, Captain Brogy, why did they do that? Interesting. So it looks like both of their heads have left this circle. And then now the ground flips. The circle's not visible. Like, is it? Did we just crack the code? Okay, so this was indeed like a demonic projection of them. I was just saying it, I just called it, and there is some upside down Reversi zone. The ground gets flipped, the originals are there with their original weapons and everything is there. Now, unfortunately, Brogy's hand looks like it's not there. What? You're both back to normal? Their heads are even back in place. That means death breaks the demonic curse. Ooh, okay, so Brogy's hand is gone. It's gone. But they're right up and ready to battle. That has tremendously improved our manpower here. Our gruesome corpses weren't a pretty sight for you all, but it seems your body returns to working shape the moment you're flipped back. So, we can go all out against the rest, huh? Aye, there's no need to hold back. Now we just need to land fatal blows and they'll be restored. That means lopping off their heads will work. We can even gouge out their hearts. But that's totally out of the question. I mean, they're our friends, right? Fuck, dog. The Warriors square up, dog. We're squaring up. Look at this, bro. Squaring up, bro. Squaring up, bro. He's gonna be Stansen. He's gonna be friends with Franky. I've gotta say. Oh man.
Hey, get all the kids back home. They shouldn't be here. I kind of feel bad.
Yeah, this is really breaking my heart.
Mine bleeds for them, honestly. My chest aches too.
We're all very reluctant, but you guys better brace yourselves. They're not. they're not. This is... Zoro was born to be in this battle, dude. The level of menace here. This should be like... Look, there's JoJo's menace. There's JoJo's menace here. Oh, fuck, dude. This is gonna be crazy, man. So, we've got a break next week, so let's take a little extra time to break it down. I mean, wow. So, I definitely called it here. Guys, we figured out Domi Reversi. It makes a copy of you. It Xeroxes you in a negative. So it takes a photo negative of you, flips you into a Reversi prison cell, and it puts the negative out there. Now, your consciousness is there, but like it's a co-pilot to your evil version and a co-pilot, but you have to really, really get shaken up, really, really be brought to the surface. You're in the sunken place, basically. And can you imagine the pain of being in that sunken place for Rocks? Okay, he had to watch his body do all these terrible things, betray all these people that he honored and admired, and overpower them with a power that wasn't his own. The two of them, they're disgraced by the words that had come out of their mouth. That's what shook them out of it. Not just the killing and whatever. They love killing, and we see that in the next page. They love killing. They're all about that shit. But they disgraced themselves in their eyes by saying bad things about Lord Jarul, who they know the truth about. I mean, he's their elders. They're the elders, Dory and Brogy. He's their elder. They know him from his heyday as the most powerful person. This is what I wanted to look at. The Domi Reversi is definitely, it's like an upside down situation. I mean, I'm taken aback. I'm taken aback. We've suspected for so long that it would work like this. Finally, we know. Now it's going to be easy work. This Reversi'd army is child's play. If Zoro doesn't have to hold back, he could take them all out on his own. Hajrudin could handle it. Dory and Brogy could handle it with one Hakoku. But the thing is, if you disintegrate, I guess we've proven that you could absolutely just disintegrate them, and then a circle would emerge, flip over, and the original body would be there. Because Imu's power has limits now. It's not this infinite power. It has a limit. For some reason, he has to preserve the original body, or they, Imu, have to preserve the original body. Why do they need the original body there? Is it because they can't remove the soul, but only transplant it? And they need the soul? Is it because they need the body to generate a new body? Like Full Metal Alchemist? Full Metal Alchemist. There's even more questions emerging from the reveal. But at least we have it answered that this is indeed something that can be reversed, one. And two, you know what? What about rocks? The man marked by flames is rocks. The man marked by flames is rocks. He was killed. There's a fatal blow done to him. Do the God's Knights know or not know how Domi Reversi works? Because if they killed him and he flipped over and they killed him again, that couldn't be. They killed him. He flips over. He is, in theory, just as healthy as he was when he first got turned, which was pretty goddamn healthy. And the God's Knights wouldn't be able to handle him. He gets off of the island. Rox is alive. Rox is not dead. Rox is alive. Whoa. There's no way. By this logic, and I want to talk about Franky, and I want to talk about Ifrit Janbe Kunkas, but by this logic, Rox is alive. Bitch. No way, dude. There's no way that Rox is alive right now. Hold. Ah. Rox is alive. Our gruesome corpses weren't a pretty sight for you all, but it seems your body returns to working shape the moment you're flipped back. Rox is alive. The second that Garling pierces his heart, Rox is alive. What did they do with him? They cannot have contained him. He must have been able to escape. And he isolated himself because maybe Imu has like a way back in. Because if Imu gets back into Dory and Brogy, just when we think it looks real good in this chapter. It looks real good in this chapter. Loki and Luffy have saved the day. Loki and Luffy are taking care of Summers, the Nightmare Beast, Jinbei, Franky, Sanji, Vegapunk have all, and I think Vega is obviously a Straw Hat right now. Fully Lilith is a Straw Hat right now. Have saved the library, saved the kids, and taken out a God's Knight. They took out a God's Knight. Sanji one-shotted this God's Knight. You can't come back from that. I don't care how much you can regenerate. Sanji just fucking Ifrit John-brained your brain. He Ifrit John-brained you. Now let's go look at that because wow, dude, that was an insane moment. Super strong right. Ifrit Janbe Kunkas. And we've got our Vagabond Drill. I don't know why it's always Vagabond with Jinbei. He's not a Vagabond. He's basically a noble in Ryukyu. You know what I mean? He is a noble. He's a daimyo, essentially, in Ryukyu. That he's a... I guess he's a Ronin, basically, who has earned such notoriety by his good deeds and his good nature and his strong, morals. And his strength in battle. That in Ryukyu, despite the fact that he is a notorious pirate, he is treated almost as nobility. He gets to bump shoulders with the king and the beautiful princess. And you know what I mean? Like, he worked his way up. And yet he's always like, Vagabond, homeless person, drill. Like, why, dude? Why are you shaming yourself like this? No, it's so funny. So Franky just calling this super strong right is absolutely ridiculous to me. And then the other question is, what happened? What did Vegapunk just? Not Vegapunk. Oda just didn't finish drawing Franky here. That's a little nuts. Oda just said, you know what? We don't have to draw the feet. Yeah, you can see where Oda ran out of time on this piece. But that's okay. This is not only... It's more of a Nika pose than we're used to seeing with the strong right, which is awesome. I kind of feel like everybody's reaching their peak, as Luffy said. This is wild as well. You see that... That's the mask. He said he was going to put a hole in the mask. And he absolutely did. So Sanji's a man of his words. When he says he's going to do something, he almost always immediately does that. Going back, I just think that this was a fucking awesome scene with Franky. I mean, like, finding out that Franky didn't need to get some big upgrade and undergo, like, major surgery and recovery time and shit. Like, no. You have always been perfect, Franky. You have always been perfect. Everything about you is perfect. Maybe you don't have the same crazy thigh gap that Lilith has, but it's absolutely wild. Vegapunk acknowledges Franky yet again and says, my brother, I put one of my genius minds to this for 5 minutes, and here's what I came up with. It's nuclear powered cola. It's I'm gonna call it Super Vega Cola, not Nuka Cola, because that one's already taken in another universe, and I'm aware of that because copyright infringement. And so yeah, this, when you see this from a science character, that's never a great thing, but it's always a great thing. Your power will explode is also a little scary, because if we know Vegapunk, they're a little more literal than, you know, you're ever prepared for. So I hope that, like, it's not like, oh yeah, Franky, well, you used this Super Vega Cola, now you're gonna explode though. I would reach into the computer and kill Lilith. She is supposed to be evil, remember? She is supposed to be evil, the evil one. Now, maybe Vegapunk did a play on the world government, and the evil one is the one that's most like Nika, so the most free one. We're kind of seeing that she fits in with the Straw Hats. But, and then again, Nami's evil. Like, Nami's not a good person. And I love Nami, and she does good things, but Nami is, like genuinely an evil person, and we love her. I mean, who else on the crew is genuinely not a good person? I wonder. Zoro. Zoro is a drunkard, mass murderer. Literally all he does is gym, drink, eat, and kill. He doesn't write poetry. He doesn't draw pretty pictures. Zoro just murder, which is objectively not a great thing to be all into. It's like his #1 pastime. I'm just saying that if Lilith is evil, it's not that she wouldn't fit right in with the crew that's, you know, the king of hell and the demon queen and the cat burglar, and you know what I mean. It works. It fits right in. Now, the evil that we're worried about is betraying the crew. And so we don't want to see that for the life of us. We don't want to see any amount of that. Zeus's so-called death scene got to us. We had a lot of kind of bait and switch deaths in this chapter, which is getting me a little worried that we're going to have a real death. And Oda had said that a Straw Hat is going to die. Was it Vegapunk? I don't know. And Vegapunk technically still not dead. So, I don't know. I'm really glad that the flames are out. I'm really glad that Killingham got his just desserts. But did Zeus need to have that near miss to bring the crew together? And is Zeus the only one that we could have put in that position? I think so. I think that Zeus is definitely fodder for these bait and switch deaths, because you can't let it be Nami or Usopp or Robin. Okay, if first of all, I will say, if Robin had like flown out to get Killingham and got eaten by the thing, Sanji wouldn't have just come out with a new move. Sanji would have come out with a new form, dude. Sanji would have gone Gear 5th on his own. He'd be like, I unlock Gear 6th! He would have nosebleed rocketed to the 5th dimension like the main character in Fire Forge. Oh my god, dude. So it's not like we don't have anyone else that we could put on the line, but you know, Oda definitely has used Robin as crew bait before, and has used Nami as crew bait before. It's cool to see Zeus getting a moment where it's like Nami cares about him. Sanji doesn't really care about him as much as he should, but that makes sense. He was, you know, kind of forced to marry someone by Zeus's mom. This is a really sick panel, and I think Oda put a lot of effort into drawing, and he always does put a lot of effort into drawing these ice effects, which, like, I wish I could draw ice like that. That is just so cool. I'm excited to see more of Lilith and Franky's interactions. It's like Franky has a support team, and that support team is like the smartest person on earth. I'm glad that we finally got confirmation that Gillingham is definitely bona fidely evil, but people are talking rather about this theory that the God's Knights have been, and the Gorosei have been inhabited or possessed by Emu, and much in the way of Evil Herald, that Emu just takes over them at some point, like getting tired of their resistance, and just says, you know, I'm gonna create a darker version of you inside of you, and that maybe each of them had like a lighter version at some point. I don't think that that is going to be entirely wrong. Like, I think each and every Gorosei God's Knight, as we've seen Shichibukai, etc., and many Marines, have had an arc of being a good person who wanted to do good with their life, and then getting absolutely fucking shit wrecked by the world, and embracing the darkness, or in Garp's circumstance, willingly bowed his head to be the dog of the government so that he could be the lion. And he could create an internal organization of resistance, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what Sword's really doing. Like, we haven't seen Sword accomplish a lot. And then, I mean, even Dragon. So Dragon had his moment in God Valley, where Dragon is this young, aspiring Marine for all of, like, a second. And then it's like, go kill those civilians, Marine! Shut the fuck up! Just go kill those civilians! Are they innocent? They are! Just shut the fuck up and do it! What's wrong with you? And he's like, immediately defects. Okay, immediately defects. Starts the Revolutionary Army like a week later. Now, we did see like Garp let him out of jail. I think it's the first thing that Garp has done almost entirely right, besides choosing to work with Roger and Zebek to fight the big shadow monster. Oh man, but I just, it's so hard. It's so hard with Garp. Moving back, so I'm really happy to see Franky getting this power up, and the fact that the power was, he had the power the whole time. His design was absolutely perfect. Makes me harken back to the Franky is Pluton theories. So I do think that there's a lot of merit to the Franky is Pluton theories, but I think it's more than that. I think Franky is part of Pluton. I think the Sunny might be part of Pluton, and I think there's like a third of it that he needs to finish building later with the Adam Tree Wood that he's gonna get here. Furthermore, I think the Pacifistas are part of Pluton. Just like Vegapunk said here, you're on par with the Pacifistas. I think Vegapunk was trying to recreate the same technology that Franky kind of reinvented in himself. And we're going to see more of that. Franky is the ultimate cyborg. I think that Vegapunk has confirmed it for us, and with the addition of nuclear power, Franky can literally jump up into the stratosphere. Franky can punch the head off of a Yonko level monster. Like Franky versus Kaido, get wrecked, Kaido. Get fucking wrecked. Furthermore, is this hockey use? It looks like hockey. Sanji. It does not look like Sanji's using hockey. It does not look like he hockeyed up his fist. Where's the hockey? We need to see more Straw Hats using hockey. Only complain about this scene. Kaido would get wrecked by this. I really do think, I also like, there's a reason that Jinbei didn't show up until later in Wano, and it's because Jinbei could have thrown hands with Kaido in that first opening scene. Like when Luffy got bodied, Jinbei could have thrown hands with Kaido. Jinbei would have lost, but Jinbei could have gotten some hits in that would have made Kaido look a little less intimidating. That's one of the main reasons I think that they couldn't introduce him until we were on our way to Onigashima. I think the characterization for Stansen and Hajrudin is progressing very well. Even this guy has gotten a lot of characterization. We've seen him in a couple of panels where he's very observant. He's an observant guy. He's always got the reaction shot. This is truly the most Dory and Brogy thing that could have ever happened. The fact that their shame, their honor, and their feeling of shame was so powerful that it overpowered Domi Reversi, and they ended each other. It shows us, one, that at any time in their duel of 100 years or more, they could have completely finished that duel. They love each other. They're best friends. They might even be more than best friends. Let's be real. And we would all support that. They love each other in a way that nobody ever gets to love each other. They love every single ounce of each other, every bit of each other's power, and they love having the other to clash against. It's a bond like that creates a level of accountability that is unheard of, for one, but would be necessary for this to happen in the face of literally the devil possessing you. They are, one, so reverent of their honor, two, so in sync with each other, and three, so acknowledgedly accountable to each other that this is only possible between the two of them. Right now, right here. This is the perfect formula for this moment. And I think that Dory and Brogy are truly the MVPs of this episode, of this chapter, because they are the formula for the Straw Hats figuring out how to win here. If they hadn't lived their lives the way they had, if they hadn't been such absolute gems of giants, of people, they wouldn't have done this in this way. Again, I want to point out that Zoro's reaction shot here is probably the zenith of Zoro reaction shots. I don't know if we've seen him have this much emotion in 1,176 chapters. And of course, this big reveal that the bodies are okay when you flip them leads us to the inevitable conclusion that rocks may have very well survived God Valley. And we're going to look more at that next time on Canon Events. There's a break next week. We're going to get some extra episodes in. I know this was a long one, guys. If you like this episode, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more of us, hit that sub button. We're doing big things here. And go check out our Pokemon channel over at TCG Pack Rats. I'm your host, Trevor, and I hope you take care of yourselves, people. We out.